The all-new Siri AI is here in iOS 27, and it now has its own dedicated app, a new camera mode, more natural conversations, and all new settings. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get Siri with iOS 27, how to use it, and we'll take a look at some of the cool new features built into Siri. Let's get started. All right, so let's kick things off. I'll show you how to get the new Siri on your iPhone with iOS 27. And that means the first thing you need to do is download and install iOS 27 or the iOS 27 beta. So we're going to open up our settings app, tap General, and then tap on Software Update. You can see I have iOS 27. I'm using the public beta. You can tap here to check which is available. You can select off, public beta, or developer. I would suggest staying away from the developer as it has the most chance for bugs. And if you are going to get the public beta, just keep in mind betas have some bugs. You can watch the video right here. I show you how to install the public beta on your iPhone if you don't have it. Once you have iOS 27 installed, you need to know how to enable and use the new Siri with iOS 27. So for this, we need to first enable it. So we'll open up our settings application. And now when we scroll down, you can see it does not say Apple Intelligence and Siri as it did with iOS 26. It's now Siri with Siri AI. So we'll tap on Siri here. And you may need to do a few things. For me, it just says turn on Siri. That's because I've already requested it. If you don't see this option and it says request or add to wait list or something like that, you need to tap that first and wait for Apple to give you access. It's very quick. It only took me about 5 minutes. And then make sure you turn it on like so. You may see this screen, you may not, and it's telling us we can try Siri AI beta. Either way, once you've turned on Siri or enabled it on your iPhone with these options, you can then go through some of these settings. These are the main 4 settings you need to configure so that it works for you. First one is your requests. How do you want Siri to activate? You can choose the command that you like. You can say, "Hey Siri," and you'll see Siri appear, or you can choose off or both options. And then I always like to have the side button to activate Siri, and that's this button. So it's like your power button, you're pressing and holding, you get Siri as well. So choose how you'd like it. And then for your language, I recommend just leaving it on English United States if that is your language. If you switch to other languages, you may have an issue where it does not work. And then you want to choose your voice. So if we tap on it, it'll start talking as we choose our voice. But let's go through the options. So your voice, this is the accent. These are the different voices, and then you have pace and expressivity. So you can choose how fast it's going to speak and how much it's going to emphasize. Now, as of now, these are the only 2, purple and blue, that will let you do that.
Hi, let's find the right voice for you to say while you listen. Let me try this one out.
So I speed it up.
Here's another one. Here's another one. Your timer is set for 1 minute.
So just choose how you want it to sound. This is the male voice. Choose your accent. If you choose other accents, you'll lose these pace and expressivity options. So I'm going to leave it at the middle.
Hi, let's find the right.
And then you want to make sure your responses are how you like them. So do you want Siri to speak back to you for voice input, or do you want it to be silent and then you'll just see text when you ask Siri things? Go through this as well and decide. So now that the new Siri is enabled and you've configured it, there are a few things that make this Siri smarter than the previous one. I'm going to use an example. So I'm going to start just by asking it a simple couple of questions here. Give me 3 easy dinners I can make with chicken.
3 easy chicken dinners you can make are creamy chicken pasta, BBQ chicken sliders, and lemon garlic chicken thighs.
Now you can also pull down and get more information about these and see within this little Siri bubble that works with your dynamic island. You can also tap down here and ask Siri more questions. You can tap the dictation to continue talking. So if we wanted to do that, so if we tap that, only show me ones that take less than 30 minutes.
3 easy chicken dinners you can make in under 30 minutes are oyakodon, Japanese chicken and egg rice bowl, chicken pesto pasta, and skillet.
So I'm just going to reduce the volume so I can speak, but basically she's given us some options here. She's listening as I'm speaking now. This is the thing with Siri. You're kind of having a full conversation. You don't have to kind of be coded within specific ways you say things. You can be more natural with this Siri. So I can also choose to show me that recipe and so on with that specific option. Other things that make this very unique with Siri is you can use it within apps that you have. So I can literally just like Show me all the holidays that are coming up in 2026 in my calendar app. And just like that, now I can see these are the holidays coming up. You can even pull down and see all of your calendar events that have going on. So I have these already in my calendar. I can tap show all. It opens it up and I can see them all right here. These are them. You can ask for birthdays. So it'll go through all your contacts that have birthdays and show them to you in the calendar app, even past birthdays and things like that. So there's a lot to it. We'll do another one here, which works with your Photos app and really ties into it. So when you open your photos, this is traditionally what I have is videos for reviews I do on this phone. So I just reviewed this toilet, but you'll be able to kind of organize them as well. So without even being in the app, can you show me all my photos that have scooters in them? It'll pull up my Photos app here. Now I've got 36 photos. With that, I can pull down again. It'll bring up my keyboard or any other additional options. I can tap show all, and we're working right in Siri's little bubble within Dynamic Island. I can see these are all the pictures and videos I have relating to scooters. I can press and hold on the side button and continue talking with Siri and ask it to create an album with all of these scooter images in it, and let's call it Scooter.
I've created the album Scooter and added 36 items to it.
Can I see the album? And just like that, it opens this new album that I created in my Photos app without even being in Photos, with all of those photos and videos relating to the scooter review that I did. You can do this for specific people, specific trips. If you forgot something and you're looking for it, it can find it based on your commands while talking to Siri. Now, a cool feature was the ability for Siri to understand what's on your screen. So we'll do photos again here. We're going to ask Siri what it sees on my screen. What do you see on my screen?
You are currently viewing your photo library in the Photos app, specifically the Library tab, showing a grid of recent photos and videos.
What photos are you seeing?
I see a grid of photos and videos from your library, mostly featuring a gold MacBook, several iPhones, and an Apple Watch on a charging stand.
So you can actually have Siri work with you within specific apps. You can have Siri write up a mock-up email. Write an email about an iScooter or an e-scooter and tell them that I've done reviews on it first so that I can kind of promote the ability that I have for reviewing e-scooters.
Who would you like to send this email to?
Daniel Test. So just like that, it pops up, it opens the email, and we've written this email, or it has written this email, and says, I'm writing to you regarding e-scooters. I have previously done reviews on them and would love to share my experience and insight with you. I'm looking to promote my ability to review these scooters and would be thrilled to collaborate. So just in general, you're now able to work straight with Siri instead of having to use other AI software, create them and stuff like that. Now I can just go through this email, use some of the writing tools if I wanted to. So I can still edit here and I can highlight things. So if I wanted to highlight this, you can see it still says proofread, rewrite. So we still have those options. We can proofread it and it'll give you more updates or further updates if you want. You can edit with Siri. So test out Siri within different apps, asking various questions. So now I'm in a YouTube video. This is a video I created here. So we're basically seeing 10 first things to do with your iPhone 17 setup or whatever. And I'm going to ask Siri in this what it sees on screen, or can you describe what you're seeing? Something like that. So let's give it a test. What are we watching here on this screen?
It looks like you're watching a video on YouTube about an iPhone, but I can't tell exactly which video it is from the screen.
Can you tell me more about what you're seeing?
On the screen, there's a hand pointing to the Wallet app on an orange iPhone. The phone displays various apps like FaceTime, Calendar, Photos, Camera, Mail, Notes, Reminders, Clock, News, TV, Stocks.
So it'll go through what it sees and you can get more in depth with what it's seeing, like what do you think of this review and so on. Just test it for yourself because now Siri is deeply integrated within these iPhones. You'll be able to now ask it questions based on what you're seeing. Now, one cool feature that Apple added is a dedicated Siri app, and that's this right here. So if you've ever used ChatGPT, if you've ever used Gemini or anything like that, you get an app or you get a website where you can see all your previous conversations. So the ones we made with the chicken dinners, the holidays I was asking it to pull up, the scooter albums, they're all going to be there. And this is where you can manage your conversations and even create new ones. So we can tap down here and it'll create a new conversation. It's very similar to using any AI software, and it works the same. So we can type here, and I'm just not going to type because it's going to take too long, but I'll tap down here to use dictation, or you can even record and it'll transcribe what you're saying. So I'll tap down here. Why does the fire alarm beep randomly every 10 minutes or so? And then I would just hit the send button. And just like those other AI apps, it's going to pull up an information. Now, obviously, we know it's low battery usually when it comes to this, but it's giving you a full rundown of this. And you can keep going with this conversation. And then when you're done, you just hit back and it saves it right there. So if you ever need to reference back, you can always come here and go through your conversations. You can even tap up here to see them in a grid or select them. So if you want to delete a bunch of them, you can highlight them and then delete them, just like that. You can also swipe left to delete them as well, or even search for specific ones like e-scooter, and it'll pull up my scooter based inquiries. And then you'll be able to work with them like that as well. So I'm going to go back to my main home screen. We used to have something called Spotlight when you pull down. So I'll show it to you on my iPhone Air here. If I pull down, we get this where you can search, and it's like Siri suggestions and things like that. So it looks the same, it works very similar, but now when you ask, it's just going to be literally your Siri AI searching for whatever you're asking. You can say open a certain app. I'm just going to tap on it. Open the Photos app. Just like that, it'll do it. Very basic, but it is an option that's still there and available. One more cool one is in the camera app now. If you open your camera app, you see there's a little option Siri. We'll just swipe to the left and it'll open up Siri in camera. And what it's going to do is use Siri to ask about what you see. Find similar images, look up nutrition details, add events on your calendar, and more. And you'll basically find these saved images in the Siri app. So when you take a photo here, it'll be in the Siri app. So let's work with this quick here. So I'll click continue. I'm just going to take a picture of this right here. So these are our AirPods Max. I'm not even going to get the whole thing. I'm just going to get a bit. I'm just going to hit this button. It'll kind of search through and see what it is, and it'll give me a response here. So it's telling me these are the AirPods Max by Apple, feature active noise cancellation, and some information. I can pull down as well and ask Siri more questions about it while I'm working within this bubble. I can also choose to see various things about this image. So I can tap here and it'll show me Google images, Pinterest, TikTok images. So I can click through different websites. I can tap here about that as well. It'll put that photo in a Siri box. So basically like the Siri application, and I can ask about it. Give me a quick review about these. And it's working. So I'll pull down here so you can see it working a little better. It's looking over the results and it's giving me my quick review, key highlights, drawbacks, and things like that. I can even ask price ranges and so on for this particular item. So that's how you can use Siri. This is basically like visual intelligence that Apple released with Apple Intelligence, but now it's built into your camera app alone. And like I showed you earlier, everything you do with Siri, if you tap in the Siri app, you can see I was working with that just now. All of these weren't from that one request, just the top one. I was just testing it with these. But this is the one we just worked with. So if I tap on it, it'll open it up just like that, and we can see and work within it as well. Now, where Siri really comes into play is how you use it with your own general life. So if you're planning a trip or you're bored or something, like plan a 2-day trip for a family in Niagara Falls, USA.
A 2-day family trip to Niagara Falls, USA is best spent experiencing the iconic waterfalls.
So again, it pulls up a full result. It's talking. We're not going to listen, but you can see day 2. So day 1, the waterfalls. Start at Niagara Falls State Park. Day 2, family fun. Visit the Aquarium of Niagara to see the seals and penguins and all of that. And it really puts it all together. You can do what if there are some indoor activities if it rains, which are suitable for 5-year-olds. You're confused about something? Explain the difference between OLED and mini LED. And again, she's going to search. She would be talking, but I'm interrupting, and you can see this is the result that she's pulled up. So the abilities of Siri really are endless here, and it's just going to get better as it is improved by Apple. So that is a first look at the all-new Siri AI in iOS 27, including how you can get it, the new Siri app, the Siri camera mode or visual intelligence, the different settings, and some of the new commands you can try. Now, since this is still a beta, some features may not work perfectly yet, but Siri should continue to improve before the final release. And as always, I'll put a full tutorial on how to use Siri in the near future when the full version is available. But for now, let me know what you guys think of Siri here, and if you're using it or going to update to the beta or wait for the full version, or if you don't like it. Let me know. Let's get the conversation going. Not a lot of people comment these days. Let's get the comments going and let me know which Siri feature you found most useful. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the bell notification box so that you're notified when I post more iOS 27 tutorials and videos. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.